Hello there. Okay, so we're going to add in a little map chart here, a nice, neat little trick that is available in newer versions of Excel. Um, Again, it's connected to sales revenue, and this particular data set that we have has data for a little cluster of southern states in the United States of America. Yes. So again, what we're going to do is I'm going to go to charts various. Just before I'm going to copy the previous version of the pivot table and just press copy it here. So I've got this new version. I'm going to then obviously I'm going to remove quarters and years and date. Okay, and then what are we going to do here? We're going to put in state like so. Um, so there we go. Now it only says Alabama there. Does that mean have I? Ah, yes. That's because um, I'd previously played around with the filter, the slices. So I'm just gonna clear those guys. Go back to the charts various, and there we have um, for each of those states the sum of revenue. Okay, the sum. Very nice. Okay, so let's click in here um, and do pivot table analyze. So I'm going to do that pivot chart. I'm going to click on map, click on filled map, and then you can see there's a little warning message there. But if I click on that, yeah, it won't let me do it. Okay, it won't let me do it. So I don't know why that is. It just is. So what do we need to do? There's a little trick. It's a strange thing that you have to do, but watch it step by step. First of all, what we'll do is we'll copy the states. Okay, we'll copy those states into another row. Sorry, another column like so. I'm just going to make this. So I just copied that. It's not part of the, well, not technically not part of the pivot table, and I'm just going to put in state there, something a little bit more meaningful. And then if we click on here and say equals that value there, you'll see it gives me this sort of pivot data extraction um, formula there, which is, it's the way it works. We're pulling data from a pivot table, so you can't just, it's not a simple equal. So we press enter, and that's fine. We get the value there. If we copy this down, though, we get the same value. It's not working. See, it says Alabama there when this one is Florida. So what we need to do is we need to just make an adjustment to this formula here, and let me just make that a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm doing here. I hope you can see that. Um, I'm going to double click in there, and I'm going to directly edit this formula. Okay, you could, if you want to, you could go up to this, edit it from the the formula dialog, but I'm just going to do it here. What I'm going to do here is where it says Alabama, I don't want that to be hard coded. I literally want to actually use the cell reference instead, like so. So D20. All right. So then, if we press that, we get this. And now, if I copy that down, it works. Now, why you can't just use the pivot table, I don't know. I don't know. But let's put in sales revenue in it. Yeah, it's revenue, isn't it? Like so. Um, Although this is not necessary, I just want to make it the same. Again, we can format that to make it a sort of make it some dollar signs. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now we've got well, it's sort of, it's a hybrid. It's a table of data, but it still references the data from the pivot table. So that means we can actually just from the normal menu insert a map chart. Okay, click on that, and there we have it. There's our beautiful map chart there. Now the thing about that is if we, well, I'll show you about the thing about that is, but that is now linked to the pivot table via this sort of interim table. So it's just a little fudge. I don't know why. I mean, Excel should fix it so you don't have to do that. But you know, here we are. Let's fix it if I can remember. Oh yes, I'm going to click on the chart and go to select data, and then I'm going to shut it off. What I want to do, I don't want to see the rest of America. I'm only interested, our data is only from the south. So I'm going to click on, right click, format data series. And then, if you can see at the side there, map area, only regions with data. Okay. And there we have it. So we've got that nice chart there. And again, what we need to do is let's remove some elements here. Okay, let's delete. Oh. Let's do it that way. Yeah, I'm not interested in the. I mean, this is actually useful if you were analysing the data at a more granular level. But I just want to delete that. We want more real estate for the map itself. So we've got the map. Again, I'm just gonna copy that now, take it across to my dashboard, place it here. Okay, I'm going to place it here, like so. So I'm going to sort of play around with it. Chart design. You know, you can use these. Let's put the legend back, but we can play around with that. So you can. Well, there aren't many chart designs. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Not much to play with there. Okay. I'm going to leave it black for the time being, and again, I'm going to delete the elements that I'm not interested in, like so. Let's bring it in a little bit. Remember, in another video, I'll show you how to make this all look pretty and beautiful and nice. At the moment, there's very much a sort of blueprint, drawing board feel to it. But there's our chart. Okay. Again, you can see it changes as I play. I'll try and I can't zoom in too much, but you can see as you play with the different buttons, it changes, and it's all nice. So you can immediately see who's getting the most sales for which product and which customer acquisition type. Obviously, if you play around with the state filters, then, well, yeah, there you go. So not so useful, but there you go. So I've cleared all the filters, and there's our beautiful map. Looking good, isn't it? Okay, right. Too much excitement. I'm going to have to switch off the video.